I mean, I suppose my primary observation about what's going on in the protection market is not a lot. Not a lot for the last 20 years that I've been looking at it. In a lot of other sectors, there's been a complete revolution. In general insurance, we've seen the rise of comparison sites and how that's totally changed the way people buy general insurance, the way that the people perceive it, and also importantly the prices. In pensions, we've had the pensions freedoms, auto-enrolment. In banking, we've had the financial crisis, but the protection world just seems to stand still throughout that. I mean, I've always thought that particularly critical illness is a very odd product that doesn't meet the needs of the customers. Life insurance, of course, does what you expect it to, and income protection, I think, is a great product as long as it doesn't have too many exclusions. But critical illness is odd in lots of ways. I mean, firstly, it's not matching the need, and the need, if you get a serious illness, is to have your income replaced. But I think customers like the idea of a lump sum, and it's easier to sell, but none of us need to win the lottery if we get a long-term illness. We need to replace that income, and if we get £50,000 or £100,000 put into our bank account, we still have to work out how we're going to make that last over the period that we're ill. And if you've got a serious illness, how do you know how long that illness is going to go on for? It could be months, it could be years, it could be the rest of your life. So it doesn't match the need. And then the other problem with critical illness is it's got disappointment built into it for a subset of policyholders because, of course, critical illness policies won't cover everything, and when you buy it, you don't know what you're going to get. So when you finally get diagnosed with the condition, if you do, hopefully you don't, it's spin the wheel time, see if my condition is covered. I think that the protection industry is very inward looking, and that perhaps is one reason we haven't seen as much change as we have in other sectors. There's obviously a problem with take-up, so it's not sparking the interest from entrepreneurs and the fintech sector in the same way that perhaps other areas of financial services are, where they can see there's already a captive market there. And we're also not getting that support from the government in the protection sector that I think it needs. So it's a combination of all those things that have led to this kind of lack of innovation, lack of customer take-up, lack of engagement from the government, that's meant that the sector's pretty much stood still for the last 2 decades. Well, I think there's lots of things that need to happen. I think that the protection industry needs an injection of innovation, and hopefully there's going to be possibilities through technology that haven't been explored to the extent that they could have done yet. I think it needs impetus from the government. It needs a recognition that actually, if only 1 in 10 families have got income protection, that is a problem for us at a national level. And obviously, at the moment, the people that are going to pick up the bill for households not having any protection will be the welfare state. And so surely there's a positive interplay between the costs of the welfare state and the take-up of income protection. I think that technology should play a key role in the next wave of innovation in this sector. It should create smarter ways to underwrite. It should make it easier for customers to purchase. It should be able to create more direct links between customer welfare and protection products. We're already seeing a little bit of that innovation on the edges. Companies like Vitality who want to give out Apple Watches and free gym memberships in return for buying health insurance products with them. I think there's lots of opportunity for the protection sector to understand that link between customer behaviour and premiums. So technology is going to be at the heart of all of that, and I don't think we've really scratched the surface in terms of what's possible for this sector going forward.